Hello friends, so in this video lecture we will learn about one of the most important exercise for answer writing. Before doing actual answer writing, this is one of the important exercise which will help you to increase your marks, to make your answer more precise and to not leave any part of the question. One of the basic mistakes that happen even with the students who are giving mains again and again and not scoring so well is that they are not writing all the parts of the question. And to master this art we need to do this exercise, and I will teach you how to do this exercise. This is not a very easy part. People think that a question may it is self-explanatory, what is the part of question and what is not the part of question. This is not the case, specifically the UPSC questions. So let's start. See, this is question: what are the salient features of citizen charter? To what extent citizen charter could make the administration citizen centric in nature? Now, first of all, what is the salient feature of citizen charter? Before doing that, you need to define the citizen charter. You need to define the citizen charter. Then explain the salient features of citizen charter. Okay, this is the second part. And third part is how to make it citizen centric. So first of all, you need to define the citizen charter. Secondly, you need to give the salient features of citizen charter, and third is you need to explain that how citizen charter the makes administration citizen centric. So you don't have to write all the points of citizen charter, how it helps, but you have to just write how it helps in being citizen centric. So first of all, this is a bit simple question because I am targeting the beginners, but there will be so many questions in the UPSC paper which will not be self-explanatory in nature. See, this is the type of question which is difficult. The bureaucracy strengthened the ideals of democracy in India after independence, but it needs reform to adapt as per the changing global realities. Explain. Now they are saying a bureaucracy strengthened the ideal of democracy in India. First part. Okay. So first of all, you need to introduce the bureaucracy. And second, this is the second part, the ideal of democracy in India after independence. Strengthen the ideal of democracy. This part most of us do forget. So this is the second part. And the third part is what are the reforms that needs to be adapted as per the changing global realities. So when questions do not have question mark, they are 3 line, 4 line, 5 lines. In GS2 UPSC had asked in 2020, 19 and 2021 6-7 lines questions also. So identifying parts become very important. This is a bit difficult than the first question. I will try to show you some big question if it is there. Sometimes the question will be very like there will not be any part, and you need to produce parts. You need to write 3 pages and the question will be very simple. Then you need to see if it is about food processing. So what is food processing? What are the like key aspects of food processing sector techniques? These you can write in brief, and then food processing sector and Indian economy. Like this you can make in specifically in optional. In optional like sociology, you will see only 3 words or 4 words will be written, and you need to write the whole answer. So you need to form the parts in such question. Secondly, one of the basics of answer writing is, so if you are writing the question of international relation, you are solving the question of international relation, so your wording should be according to that. You can use the keywords. For example, if there is a question of India and its neighborhood, so there is a keyword which is said that the attitude of India should not be like big brother, should not be like a big brother, but it should be like elder brother. But this is a keyword. Then there is another keyword which is used specifically for India and its relations with the Middle East. It is the diplomatic tightrope. Why it is said so? Because uh, India has relationship with countries like Iran. India also has a relationship with Israel. India has relationship with Saudi, and you will see that most of them do not have a good relationship with each other. So it's a kind of diplomatic tightrope. You have to support Palestine as well. You have to support. You have to have a good relationship with Israel as well. So it's a kind of diplomatic tightrope. Also, uh, there is a beautiful quote in international relation used for India and Africa relation. That is, you gave us Gandhi, we gave you Mahatma. This was said by one of the ambassadors of uh, South Africa when he visited India. And similarly, there is a beautiful quote used by Nepalese ambassador to India. He said that India and Nepal has roti beti ka rishta. So such a beautiful thing to introduce. So when you are writing the answers of international relations, try to use some things which is the language of international relation. When you are writing the answers of ethics, be ethical in your terminology. This is extremely important, and this is the second most important thing which you all need to imbibe upon. Thirdly, thirdly, the very basic of writing your answers is never ever circumvent introduction. Now, if there is a question and you straight away are writing, uh, say for example, this is a question. Besides the welfare schemes, India needs deft management of inflation and unemployment to serve the poor and underprivileged section of the society. Discuss. So first of all, the parts. Now, you can in the question related to polity, the best introduction is when you use the Constitution of India. The best introduction possible is the Constitution of India. Okay, so here what we will do, we will give the reference of directive principle of state policy, preamble in the introduction itself, and be precise. Remember, there is not a specific weightage for introduction, but without introduction you will get a bad impression. So it is necessity. It is necessity because if you write very good introduction, it will give a very good impression. So never circumvent introduction. But remember, it should not be too big. Not more than 3 lines. Not more than 3 lines. Definitely, because body is important, and there are components of body. Like if there is two parts of body, there will be some component that will be there. So you need to uh, address all the parts. See how we write. We write body. वहाँ नहीं लिखना है. This was just to explain. And neither we have to write introduction. It should be self-explanatory. We'll write this. Then we will give a small subheading, a bit of space, a line space, and then role of welfare schemes. We'll write beautiful points. Subheadings in points enhances the answer's quality. Subheading like poverty reduction, reducing criminal activities, financial support. Then the second part, need of debt management. Again, we are using the subheading: food inflation, fuel inflation, house rents are high, fertilizer inflation, and then conclusion. Also, we don't have to write subheading; it should be self-explanatory. See how beautiful it is. Hence, to serve the poor and the underprivileged sections, welfare schemes, unemployment management, and inflation control, all three are required. It's a very simple conclusion, yet very effective. It is summarizing the whole answer. So, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication in the answer writing. These are some of the basics while you are doing answer writing. Keep a check on these. Small things do make a very large difference, and this all we have to do. Do small things correct, big things will be taken care. Take care, best wishes, and enjoy your day.